In terms of modern roofing materials, slate roofing has been around for the longest time. It's one of the veterans. You see it everywhere in Europe because of its availability, but is it worth it to get it imported for your roof system? That's what we're going to talk about today as we go over the pros and cons of slate roofing so that you can figure out that answer for yourself. I'm Brandon Hafeli with Bill Reagan Roofing Company, and thank you so much for watching the Roofing Channel. Let's get started. Pro, longest lifespan. Here is the big one, and it's one of the main reasons why you see a lot of slate roofs. It's because they last a long time. Whereas eventually old roof systems are gonna have to be torn down, slate roof systems can stay up for a while. They are definitively the longest lasting roof material of all the modern roof materials. To tell you what we're talking about, we consider a long-lasting roof to last 30 to 50 years. If it hits that 50-year mark, it's what we consider a lifetime roof, which is what it sounds like. It's gonna last a lifetime. Slate roofs, as long as they're installed properly, are going to last you a baseline of 50 years. But if you take proper care of them, they can go all the way up to 100 years or even beyond that. Some people claim that slate roofs can go up to 200 years. That is multiple generations living under the same roof. Now, something to note that we're not listing as its own con is that it's a natural material and therefore it does not come with a manufacturer's material warranty backing it. However, you'll rarely receive defective slate product, and it's also highly durable against the natural elements that most roofs have to sustain against. The problem and where it's not durable is if people walk on it. So as long as people take special precautions to use equipment to work on that slate roof without putting their physical weight against it, it should last to the upper echelons of its lifespan. Con, price. With their insanely high lifespan does come a caveat of them being expensive. They're also a natural material, and with natural materials, they're subject to supply chain issues, especially here in the States, because the slate usually has to be imported. So we could be looking at either shortages or just supply chain issues to drive up the price. A slate roof is going to start a homeowner roughly around $15 per square foot. Again, that's here in the United States. It might be different if you're around a slate plant, but that price can work its way all the way up to around $30 per square foot to install, which is quite expensive. And that depends on many variables. If you want to learn about those variables, you can click on the link right here to watch our video about what affects the cost of a roof replacement. Pro, high curb appeal. Slate roofs have a vintage look that is highly sought after by many homeowners. They also typically come in neutral colors that can match just about any home. You also want to make sure that that slate roof is going to look good for the entire long duration that it's going to be resting on your roof. The things to keep in mind are slate, like other roofing materials, can fade in color over time, and it will fade in color over time, so account for that. You also might see streaks start to appear on your roof. That's a common problem that slate roofs experience. And there's always the chance that a couple tiles might crack, but some people actually like that older, more vintage look. Another mini con that isn't going to be in its own category is that because they are not suitable to walk on, they're a lot more difficult to have maintenance or cleaning performed to them. There's virtually no way to do it yourself because if you walk on those slate shingles, you're going to crack them. So you need to hire somebody who specializes in knowing how to clean those slate roofs without causing any damage to them. But because of the extra effort required to perform that maintenance on the slate roofs, it's going to be more expensive. Con, heavy. A special consideration that's unique to slate and tile roofs is that they are a heavy roof material, so they can't be installed on every home. If your home isn't weighted or structurally sound enough to support that slate roof, you're going to need to get extra work done. If a roofer or a structural engineer does say that your home needs to be retrofitted before you put a slate roof on top of it, then it's going to vary in a very wide range of costs. That is not our specialty, so we're not going to cover that here. We'd recommend doing plenty of research to figure out what that cost and what that process is going to be like for your home. Now you know the pros and cons of a slate roof system, so you can weigh the options and decide if it's the right material for you. Now, in order to reach that 100+ coveted lifespan, that slate roof is going to need to be installed properly. In order to find a contractor who can do that for you, you can click on the link below or at the end of this video and watch our video on how to hire a good roofing contractor. I'm Brandon Hafeli with Bill Reagan Roofing Company, and thank you again for watching the Roofing Channel. If this video helped you out today, consider liking it and subscribing to the Roofing Channel so we can grow and spread more helpful information to homeowners like yourself. And I'll see you next time.